Washington Redskins. Here's the fan, Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Carlos Dansby is a versatile linebacker, comfortable at either outside or inside, and always a respected team leader.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
From midfield here, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
there always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out here in the eye. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check.
He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 77 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. First down throw coming for Dalton. He's got pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete. Brandon Tate was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And now a look at the Washington defense.
D'Angelo Hall's gone to the Pro Bowl multiple times as a cornerback. Now he might be making the Charles Woodson move, swinging back to safety.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Green alone out to the right. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. On the screen, Bernard. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They come up in an offset eye. Passing, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 1st and 10 for Dalton. This will be caught at about the 5. And for A.J. Green, he certainly had everybody in Cincinnati holding their collective breaths when he banged knees, had to come out of the Week 3 preseason game in Jacksonville, but afterwards says he's going to be okay.
And you heard the exhale.
A big exhale.
All the way from Cincinnati, didn't you? A.J. Green did say he's going to be okay and should be ready for the season. No way that he's going to play in Week 4 of the preseason. But they definitely have to have him. Tyler Eifert out for a good portion of the season right now as he tries to work his way back. Remember, they lost some guys in free agency, too. Mohamed Sanu and Marvin Jones.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And now here's Ross. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Second down, Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And look out, I think he's going to go. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man is Mario Alford. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Toller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's a give to Jones running left. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the I. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to loft. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Leopard. Leopard.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Perry Riley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Kirk Cousins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They begin the drive with Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Dalton now to pass. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Ray Malaluga in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Over.
3rd and long for Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Tackle made that time by Chris Baker. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Dalton, 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They'll send Green in motion left. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing.
Touchdown, Washington! Deshaun Jackson, 47 yards. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Green alone out to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down, Dalton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
They come up in an offset eye. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Jones, 48 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They've got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Green alone out to the right. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time, spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On the ground, this is Hill. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now on 4th down, Dalton will give way to his field goal team and Mike Nugent. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Nugent puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. So out now come the Redskins. Cousins now to throw on first down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dyson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. Cousins. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're going to have a third down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
A big play there out of the running game. 35 yards.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Cousins to throw it, and that's incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They come out here in the eye. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Dalton, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Blue 10! Blue 10! Zebra! Zebra!
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Set 380! Zebra! Zebra! Check 26, check 26. Dagger! Dagger! Double up, double up.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And Eifert has it. 17 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Passing, it's Dalton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
The man in motion is Tate.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got his man here. It's Green. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Zebra! Zebra! Red! Blue 10! Blue dagger! Dagger!
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Eifert, the man in motion. It's do or die for Dalton. Able to get away. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score. After each game, a player gets graded on his performance. And that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Here's Dalton to throw for it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did, and for this team, just a lot of confidence coming away from this one.
Confidence for them. For the other team, though, boy, what a dismal, dismal day.